Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's April. Welcome. Please subscribe if you're new, and I would love if you could join my little family. And if you are a returning subscriber, I'm so glad you're back here supporting me. Really appreciate it. But yeah, today is quite an exciting video. I'm actually really buzzed for this because I haven't really done like a proper chatty sit down video really, apart from my first ever video, which was just a Q&A, just get to know me kind of video. Yeah, so today I'm doing a girl talk video, which I'm super buzzed about. So yeah, if you want to see today's video, just keep on watching. But yeah, I've got all cozy vibes. I've just got a jumper on. I do have full base of makeup, but only because I'm going out later. So yeah, as I said, today is a girl talk video, which I'm so excited about. So yeah, all cozy vibes today. I've got a hot drink, and let's just appreciate my mug. So I've got a cappuccino, which I don't even know if I'm gonna like. I've never really tried it. Don't really like coffee that much. I just wanted to fit in with the cozy vibes and all that, but I'll try it later on. It's just steaming hot. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off it. I don't know. But yeah, on my Instagram I got my followers to send me some questions just to do with girl talk kind of vibes for this video, and so I'm so happy. Thank you for everyone that put questions in. I really appreciate it. And if you don't follow my Instagram already, make sure you do. I'll put it on the screen somewhere for you to check out. Yeah, and I'll put my username in the description box below if you want to go give me a follow. I would really appreciate it. I was going to say I'm getting quite close to 2,000 followers, but I'm really not because I need another 400. But yeah, so if you don't follow my Instagram already, make sure you do, just to get involved in these type of videos next time. And I'm so appreciative for everyone who actually took their time and put in a question for me, and thank you to everyone who done so. So I've just got a few here. Before I get into this, just a wee disclaimer, I am not a professional. Do not take my advice if it's shit. But yeah, I'm just trying to do my best. I'm not good with my words, so yeah, we're just gonna go with it. Just don't take my advice too personally or too seriously. So I have a few questions on the subject of mental health, so I might start off with that, just because I feel like that's an important subject, especially during these times. So let me start with the first one. This girl was so sweet. How is your mental health right now? Honestly, that is so sweet. Honestly, I don't think it's that bad really. It was quite bad last week or a few weeks ago, just because, I don't know if you know this already, but I'm in England currently for university. And see, because this whole pandemic and everything, I can't really go home until Christmas, and that's quite a long period for me, because usually I would go home at Halloween and stuff, or usually I'd go home once every 6 weeks or so, but this time it's 3.5 months until I can go home, which isn't the best thing. But luckily I've got such good friends. I've got my boyfriend, and his family are so sweet. They're like my wee family over here. They're so nice. It just makes you feel more at home whenever I'm with all of them, because it just reminds me of my family. Just because I do get quite homesick. I've been living in England for 3 years now, but I still get homesick so much. So if you're a new student moved away from home, I honestly know how you feel. But yeah, for that question, I would say I'm okay. I'm not bad. I'm actually quite good. I got this question twice. So how have you stayed positive with everything that's happening this year? And the other one was, how have you stayed positive during lockdown? So basically during lockdown, whenever it was a really strict lockdown, and it was for 3 months, what I done was basically I didn't work. I worked at the end of lockdown, but I basically had 2 months of staying in the house, not doing anything. You're only allowed to go for 1 walk a day, and that was it. Basically I'm an extrovert and an introvert, so I'm 50-50. I just love spending time with myself, but I also strive off social interactions and stuff, and seeing my friends, seeing my family and all of that. But yeah, obviously I couldn't really do much, but I enjoyed my time indoors and stuff. I just try to focus on my mental health, so try to turn the negative situation into a positive. So I lost quite a lot of weight during lockdown. I'll put it back on again, obviously, because I've been going out, eat it to help out and everything. But yeah, and that really did just help my mental health and just made it a bit more of a positive impact rather than a negative, because I could have easily just sat down in my room watching Netflix all day every day, but that would just make me feel rubbish. So that's what I done. And then another thing which I done was I started this. So I started my YouTube channel during lockdown, and that really did just give me a purpose kind of thing. It sounds really cringe and really cheesy and stuff, but it kind of just like it gave me something to do, and I'd always wanted to try it, so I was like, this is the perfect time because I literally have nothing to do. Didn't have any uni work. I just didn't really have much to do. I didn't have work at the time. Let's go try this coffee now. Now, question is, how do you cope with your mental health? So my mental health really isn't the worst. I just get really bad mood swings when it's that time of the month, and I do have quite bad anxiety. But I do have like certain ways of dealing with my anxiety. It's kind of weird. It probably doesn't work for many people, but this is how it works for me anyway. So whenever I was younger, I used to be like so shy. Like I used to not really talk to many people, just like my friends, and that was it. And I'd find it really hard to make friends with people in school and stuff. I had all these opportunities that I could have done, but I was like too shy to like fulfill them. But what I thought was, what if I turned like, it sounds so strange, but what if I fake being like confident? And it's so strange, but see, after a while, like I've been doing that for so many years, like I am quite confident, but see, if you fake being so like, oh my god, yeah, you're like really excited and everything, and making friends with people, you have to put yourself out, you have to force yourself to put yourself out there. It sounds mad, but it honestly did work for me. Like I do feel like I'm a lot more confident now just because I have like forced myself to, in a way. I forced myself to be in those situations. Like the biggest thing for me was moving to England. That was like the start of it, because I was like, I want to have all these experiences to look back on whenever I'm older, and not regret anything. So I was quite shy, and I just was like, I can do it, you know what I mean? Like I can do it. So I literally didn't know anyone in this town when I moved over. It is surreal. I don't know how I done it, but I done it. Yeah, so I didn't know. I basically moved to a different country, not knowing anyone, and living here for 3 years. It's crazy, but best experience. Like I would recommend it to anyone, even though I'm in Stoke and it's not the nicest of places, but it's just such a good experience and get to know new people and new experiences. But yeah, as I said, just putting yourself out there. But yeah, as I said, see, just putting yourself out there and just forcing yourself into doing these situations, even if you don't want to do it and you're a bit shy and nervous. Like I would be in these situations and I would get such a sore stomach just because I'm so nervous. But like once I'm comfortable, I'm like thriving. Sorry, someone's like walking past. But yeah, when I'm in those situations, I'm a bit calmed down. I'm like thriving, like I love it, and I know I would not regret it at all. Tips for a bad mental health day. Honestly, just do whatever you love doing. See if that is going for long drives. That is definitely mine. I love going for long drives. But you're listening to like good vibes music, not like, well, sometimes I like listening to like depressing music whilst on a drive, but I feel like that kind of does just make your mood feel a bit worse. But I just love singing the songs as loud as you can. No one's listening to you. Just go by yourself. I actually love that. Or just listen to some good vibe music and just you're just left in your own thoughts, which I do like, but I know most people don't actually like doing that. So if you don't like being on your own, literally just meet up with some of your friends, go for a wee coffee, go on a night out. I'm definitely in for that if it's a night out. I do feel like going out with your friends and just talking about it, like talking about your bad days, just makes them a bit better. Sorry about that, I am back now. I was in a different setup. I was sitting by the window using natural lighting and it's starting to get really dark now. So I've just popped my ring light on. Another question is one bit of advice to give to your younger self, and that would be, do not care what everyone thinks. It doesn't matter about people's opinions, you just do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? Like there are so many times where I'd be like, oh no, I can't go out to wear I can't wear that, that's too embarrassing. Like I remember in school my mum used to try and get me to wear a coat and I'd be like, I can't wear that, it's way too embarrassing. But I know that's just like what you're like when you're like a kid starting off like secondary school, and also like starting up a YouTube channel and stuff like that's quite brave, because I was thinking for like so long like people are going to make fun of me, like what if this happens, what if that happens, like think like so many scenarios in my head and like this is all going to happen to me, like I'm just going to get so bullied for this. Because I always wanted to start it in whenever I was in secondary school, but I was just so feared. But now I'm in like university, no one would really bully about that. Like I haven't had anyone come up to say to me, why are you, that's so embarrassing. So honestly, if you want to start a YouTube channel and you're quite small, go ahead and do it. It doesn't matter what people think of you, honestly, and most likely they probably won't really say anything to your face. Like they probably won't really say anything to you because people all talk, but they're just keyboard warriors at the end of the day. Another bit of advice I'd give is stop worrying. Like I am the biggest worrier in existence. Like I worry about everything. I still do, to be fair, but when I was in school I did used to worry about everything. I would just get really sore like tummy pains because I would be stressing about like the smallest things because I was like an overthinker. But yeah, I'd just be like, stop worrying, chillax. I'm like one of those people where I can't sit down and like my mind can't really, my mind's like always active, like it's always thinking about things, and there's never really a time where I can just sit and chill. Like I can't, like you know when you go and get a bath and you're just chilling out, I can't do that. I feel like I always have to be doing something, or my mind always has to be thinking about something. It's so odd. Our question is, what do you do for a self-care or a self-care night? Okay, let me picture the scene, okay? Got myself a wee hot drink, preferably a hot chocolate would be my kind of vibe. But I'll run the bath, make some bubbles in the bath, make a nice bubble bath. I'll put in a bath bomb, I'll either listen to some chilled out music and just close my eyes, which I usually don't really do, but sometimes I do. Or I will watch Netflix whilst I am in the bath, which as I said would probably only last like 10 minutes. I'd get out, do a hair mask, face mask, dye my eyebrows. What else would I do? Put on some new pyjamas from Primark, of course, new fluffy socks. This is like Christmas vibe it's giving me. And then I'll just get into bed, spend the whole night in bed, just catching up and watching loads of Christmas movies. I love Christmas movies. I'll be watching Elf with my wee hot chocolate, which I've probably drank by now, but I'll make a second one just to make it even more comfy and cozy vibes. And yeah, that would probably be like my cozy night, ultimate cozy night. So I have a few questions about like my boyfriend and like how we met and how long we've been together for. So yeah, me and my boyfriend are going to do a video, but he's just a bit shy, he doesn't really like being on camera and stuff, but I'm going to try and convince him. Comment below to try and convince him to get in a video with me, and hopefully he will next time. Like we could do a like couples Q&A or something, I don't know. But yeah, a few questions like how do we meet and how long have we been together for. So we met actually online. We actually met on Tinder, and it's just mad how we met on Tinder. Like I remember like setting up an account and I was like, I'm just gonna do this for fun. Like obviously I'm probably never gonna meet anyone like serious on this, because no one really ever wants something serious from Tinder. That's like what you hear, and like people just want it for you know what. But yeah, and we've been together for 1.5 years now. Well, just over 1.5 years, which is crazy. We got together when I was in first year in uni, like towards the end, and we're still together now. I'm in my final year. So, and then this is like a leading on question from that. So what's your advice on online dating? But yeah, my advice would be, if you're looking for something serious, or maybe if you're not, but if you just feel like quite lonely and you're feeling like you kind of want a relationship, I definitely would recommend like Tinder. Like that's only one I use, but just make sure you're being safe. Like look out for signs if anyone's being a bit creepy or a bit like you're like that doesn't sound right, that doesn't look right. Just because I was always really scared about meeting up with people on it, because I was scared because they were like a catfish or they're going to murder me or something. Like, 'cause I remember when Connor came to pick me up, I was freaking out. This was the first person I've met on Tinder, by the way, and I remember I was freaking out. I stood with my friend at university at the time, and we were just waiting for him, and then I seen him. I was like, okay, he's not a catfish. He does look like him. So yeah, I would just be really careful with who you are meeting up, just to make sure they are legit. And I know so many people that I've met on Tinder. Like, 2 of Connor's friends have met on Tinder, and they've been together like a good few years now. So it does actually work. I never thought it actually did, but I suppose it does. My voice. Another question is, how do you deal with like moving friendship groups? Oh girl, say during my time in school, I have probably moved around 4 different friendship groups. I just get so, I don't know why, I just like, it's not even like I fall out with them. It's not like we have like big arguments and stuff. It's just like we kind of moved on kind of thing. So how to deal with moving friendship groups? Kind of just depends on the situation. Like, if you're moving friendship groups because the people you used to be friends with were like maybe nasty to you, or if you just like fell apart, you kind of like grew apart kind of thing, then it is different. But as long as with these new group of friends you feel like you can be yourself, you feel like you're not being judged, and you're just having a good laugh, like you're not taking life too seriously. Especially because whenever you're young, like, you kind of don't really want friends that are boring and don't really do much or anything. Like, kind of want to go out all the time and just spend time with people who vibe off you kind of thing. What's your favourite song to cheer you up when you're down? I have a new one. I can't remember the name. There's a girl on TikTok and the song just reminds me of her. I can't really play the whole song just because like copyright and all that, but I'll put it on for like a second. That song is an absolute banger. Or this song as well. It kind of just makes you feel like a bad bee. It's time to bust up. Fix your credit, girl. Get at it. Get your bag up. Hit that gym and get back fine. Get some me. That song just puts you in such a good mood. I always think play those songs in the car when you're going for a long drive and you're not feeling the best, and your mood will most likely be lifted. You're welcome. My friend asked me this question, but I don't think I can answer this, just in case someone they know watches this, or in case he actually watches this. But most toxic relationship story, it's not a relationship, it's just like people who have been like dating in the past. And let me tell you, honey, I've got a lot. If you want a story time, I might consider filming it. I don't know. It's just a bit awkward to talk about and stuff. But honey, I've had a good few of them. It's just too awkward. I don't know, so awkward for me. But if you really want to hear about them all, I can maybe talk about it. My friend Ellie asked me, what gives you the ick? I've been seeing this all over on Instagram, and I actually love seeing what everyone thinks. Mine would be like, I seen someone put up on someone's, like, replying to someone else's story saying someone who wears matching pajamas. And see, since that has given me the actual ick. Like, if Connor wears a full set of pajamas, I think I'll be like, bye. But yeah, that honestly just cracked me out. But that honestly just cracked me up. I was pissing myself at that. What else gives me the ick? See, I was talking to this big Connor the other day, but see, someone who doesn't share, like, stresses me out. Like, I want someone to share with me and not be so flipping rude. Or doesn't compliment you enough. Oh my god, if someone doesn't compliment me enough, bye. Actually, see you later. There was a guy, okay, I'm going to give you a bit of a tea on one of those toxic relationships kind of thing. But this guy I used to see, I remember we went on a night out, but like I bumped into him. Like, we weren't like properly dating at the time, we just bumped into each other, and he was saying to me, he was like, all your friends are so pretty, like, compared to you. I was like, what? I was like, see you later. That is honestly so rude. Would it bother you if your boyfriend had a girl best friend? So Connor has like loads of girls best friends, but obviously it's different for everyone. But it doesn't really bother me too much unless they're like spending more time with them than they are with you, that would be more of an issue and would be concerning. But if, as long as they like spend more time with you than like their girls that are friends, and that they compliment you and stuff. Like say if he was like complimenting his friends that are girls all the time and not complimenting you enough, that would be a bit worrying, because then you'd be like, what are you trying to say? You know what I mean? But as long as they're like, there's no shade between them two and there's no history and stuff, I feel like it doesn't really matter too much. I suppose it just depends on the person though as well. But yeah, so this is the end of today's video. I really hope you like this chatty, cozy style of video. Sorry about the lighting has gone so bad. But yeah, if you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe below to see more of me. But yeah, thank you all for your continual support, and I will see you next time for a brand new video. Bye!